Xin chào, what's up everybody? Alright, so Quoc has been getting talked a lot about in the news as like the greatest island, the best beach destination in Vietnam. We got other places as well as Nha Trang and Da Nang. So in this video we're going to talk about all three, which one you should pick when you're on vacation, which one do I like, if you're a tourist, which one would probably be the best for you. It's going to kind of be a toss-up, so we're just literally going to talk about it all. Anything you want to see in any of those places, Quoc, Da Nang, or Nha Trang, you just have to type in Fat and Broke Nha Trang, Fat and Broke Quoc, Fat and Broke Da Nang, and all the content you're looking for will be there. Fat and Broke Hoi An, Fat and Broke Banana Hills, Fat and Broke Cable Car. So all that information will be on there. I just had some Johns looking at me. Let's keep her moving, eh? Big update for the channel. If you want to hear about it, it's going to be on Patreon tonight following this video, so you got to sign up for the Patreon. If you want to do a tour, it's also on the Patreon. So you've got really three pretty great beach destinations. There are other ones that people go to, but in my opinion the top three are Nha Trang, Da Nang, and Quoc. So let's first talk about Quoc. I think if you have a family and you want a nice resort beachcation where you're gonna chill for like a week, and you want to go to like a safari, that's the best one and the best zoo safari in Vietnam, Quoc, the island's gonna have you locked down. There are some major challenges to Quoc that people often overlook because they've never been there and they don't understand how the island works. I think location is everything in Quoc. It becomes quite the lengthy trip of getting a driver. Renting a motorbike there is not the funnest of occasions in my opinion. Let's go this way. I can already hear all the super loud music and I don't want to turn it off. So if you're gonna do Quoc, I recommend that you stay at Duset Princess or around that area. In my opinion, the Duset Princess, I've stayed at so many of the Salanda, I've stayed at a lot of the high ends. I would not want to be, 18, 20 kilometers away from the center of town where everything essentially happens, all the restaurants and stuff. Now there's two big areas people go. They go the center of town, or they go all the way up to the north of the island where there is the Vin Wonders and Vin theme park. And they stay at the Vin Hotel. Now you are going to be pretty secluded. Oh, we got some photo opping going on over here. You are going to be pretty secluded from things if you do the Vin Hotel area. There's a casino there, and there's the Vin products, but there's not much outside of that. So the safari's great there. The swimming's decent. It's definitely, I think the best time had at Quoc is getting in a resort style deal like Duset Princess, where it's got like a bar in the pool and you're mainly just chilling at going under the Gucci, and you're mainly just chilling at the hotel primarily. Really it's a place to recharge and chill. Now I'd say the same typically goes for Nha Trang. Now if price is important to you, I think out of the three, Nha Chang's going to be your best deal. You can get a very nice hotel for like $30 a month. What do we got here? Hold on. Got a rollie right here. How much is the rollie though? Ciao. How much is the Rolex? The blue and red?
$700.
700 US?
Yes.
Ciao. And is it real or fake?
No, it's a good replica.
But 700?
Yeah.
Ciao. How much is the green?
I tell you, you're so surprised. It's a super $1,200.
Jesus.
And here, $100.
So these are where the cheap ones are. So like 2.3 million for these, right? Yeah. Interesting. That's the highest I've heard on a replica in Vietnam. Do you get people paying for that?
Yes.
Legitly? That's pretty good, man. Good for you. They come from China, I'm guessing, right? The timepiece inside's China and stuff?
I don't know.
You don't know where? Okay. Come on. That is wild pricing. For like the best copy of a Rolex in Vietnam, $100 US. 700. Woo! That guy reaching for the stars. That's about as ripped off as you could get as being ripped off. And that's been a common thing that's been going around Vietnam lately. There is no Rolex copy in the world that's worth $700 or $1,200. You can start to get like an entry-level Rolex if you already can spend $1,200 on a watch. You pony up the $3,000, I think you can get their first entry. It's going to be a smaller bezel, but you can get their smaller entry at close to those prices. That's real, with paperwork in the box. So anyways, I think Phu Quoc, if you've got a family, especially kids that are 5 and up, they're gonna really enjoy the safari. It's a really well done. They're gonna enjoy the theme park there. They're gonna enjoy the Vin Wonders walk around park. You know, there's a lot of touristy stuff to do there. And then at the same time, you can go and relax at a resort and have a wonderful time where they're gonna have a full spa. You know, Ducette Princess has very good food on site, so you don't even have to go to a restaurant if you don't want to. So I mean, Phu Quoc's definitely high up there. Now, as far as from a tourist perspective, and this is your first time and you want to maximize seeing tourism stuff, I would say Da Nang would be number 1 on my list, because simply put, you know, you have Da Nang and Hoi An. You know, Hoi An's 20 minutes from Da Nang. So you've got 2 big tourist destinations right there full of attractions, you know. Hoi An you can spend 2 days easily, you know. You can go the first day, go to Taylor 41. I got a video on it. I think Taylor 41 is the best one in Hoi An. And go and get a bunch of clothes made. Give them a full day to make it. The more you rush them, the more they shortcut making the clothes, because then they're on a super deadline. If you give them a 24-hour notice, it's going to be a better product and a better made shirt or suit or dress or whatever you get made. So easily you can spend 2 days on doing the Hoi An thing. You know, and then you've got Da Nang. I find Da Nang to be a bit boring, but most people really love it. As far as like beach cities go, it's out of the 3, it'd be 3rd on my list. But I put it high up on a tourist list because so much stuff that you can do there. And then you've got the Banana Hills, the cable car, and it takes you to the hand bridge. So the cable car will take you up to the hand bridge and then goes up higher to Banana Hills. Of course, Banana Hills, really not that great. The theme park itself, I mean, if you've got tiny little kids, okay, sure. I think it's a money pit. I don't think the food's that great, but I think the cable car is amazing, and I think the hand bridge is epic. You know, if you're a filmographer, definitely take a drone with you. You've got to kind of hide when you're on the bridge. You'll probably only get to film for about 5 minutes because there's a bunch of security walking around. I think I got 8 minutes out of my filming there. So you just need to be sneaky and film quickly. So get your pan out large shots on your drone quickly. Don't mess around, like, you know, practice. If you're not a like great drone flyer, practice definitely. There's all kinds of Johns in here. John City. What the hell, man? Just walking around in here. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that you can do in Da Nang. Again, another timeline for Da Nang, Hoi An, that whole experience. I think you could do it in 3 or 4 days, no problem. And if you're already at Da Nang, I think you would be crazy not to go up to Hanoi, to the few days at Hanoi eating the cuisine. Hanoi is really more about like eating the cuisine and seeing some like older buildings. And, you know, I talked about that A Tourist Guide to Love movie on Netflix, and they really focused on like the post office here in the cathedral. I think that shit's crap as far as tourism goes. It's boring. I mean, you've seen one cathedral, you've seen 100 cathedrals, you've seen one ruins of some kind of thing, you've seen them everywhere. You've seen one pagoda, you've seen them everywhere. That's not what really, for me as a traveler, excites me. Going up that cable car is definitely awesome. I mean, you're going way up. So you go above the clouds, and then that hand bridge is just epic. They did a great job with it. That's why it's featured in pictures all over and in movies and all kinds of stuff. So, and as far as Nha Trang goes, now here's my thoughts on Nha Trang. If you're a cheaper Charlie or cheaper dude, Nha Trang's going to be great. You, like I said, you can get a cheap, amazing beachfront hotel. You can just hippo mode in the water. It's got the best swimming water. I mean, outside of Han Son Island, I haven't had better swimming in Vietnam. And I've been a lot of places. Like, I haven't been everywhere, of course, but I think as far as the beach goes and the cleanliness, it's way up there. If you noticed, Vung Tau isn't even in my list of beaches to go to, just because Vung Tau's not that great. If you're an old dude and you're looking for somewhere to live really cheap, I think Vung Tau might be for you. It's just too boring and it's too dirty. They're trying to clean it up because so many people are complaining about the trash and stuff on the beach. But Nha Trang is going to give you an opportunity to stay cheaply, have great swim, great sun, and good food. It has the best barbecue restaurant in Vietnam. Like, again, all you have to do is look up Nha Trang Fat and Broke. You'll see all kinds of content there for me. What are they setting up? Oh, they're setting up for the, I can almost guarantee it, they're setting up for the holidays. So I will not be in Vietnam for the holidays. I will be in, well, that's going to be on the Patreon. So if you want to know where I'm going to be, it'll be on there. If you want to know the live streaming schedule, because I'm going to start live streaming pretty aggressively again, coming up in about 3 days, sign up for the Patreon. We're all going to dual stream off 2 platforms until I get affiliated on the new platform. And then I will solely just stream on the new platform. So, yeah. I mean, in my opinion, out of the 3, let's go over this again. Phu Quoc and Da Nang are neck and neck. I think Da Nang has a bit more to offer on the tourism end if you're looking to maximize looking at things. And I think Phu Quoc maximizes a bit more if you have children and you want a really nice resort beach style chill vibe. I think it's a tough choice, but if I'm a single guy and I'm going out on the night and looking for Johns, I would probably go to Nha Trang. Save some money, have fun there. If I'm just with my wife or my girlfriend, I would probably go to Phu Quoc. And then if I had a family, it would be tough for me to pick between having a family and or having a girlfriend, between Phu Quoc and Da Nang. Because you get Hoi An, which really maximizes the value for Da Nang. It's a tricky situation on what to pick there. But Phu Quoc is definitely going to, I think, out of the 3, going to be the most expensive. You're going to spend the most amount of money in Phu Quoc for sure, especially if you stay at a 5-star hotel. It's going to be $100 to $200 a night. Transportation's not particularly cheap. Renting a motorbike there is not favorable conditions. There's too much headwind on the island. So if you ride more than 5 kilometers, it's just not comfortable on the scooter. So, I mean, you kind of have to hire a driver, and all these things start to add up. I wasn't particularly blown away with the food on Phu Quoc. I think Da Nang and Nha Trang have a much better offering of food. And you would think Phu Quoc would have the greatest stuff ever, but it just doesn't pan out that way. You know, if you really want a super authentic, greatest seafood you'll have in Vietnam experience, you would go and you would take a sleeper bus to the Phu Quoc ferry. It's about 6 hours away from here. I don't remember what city that's in. I have a video on that too. I don't know how to tell you to find it, but maybe Road to Phu Quoc, because I usually call things when I travel like that, like Road to. I think Road to Phu Quoc Fat and Broke might net a result there. But you'll take this ferry, and on the way to Phu Quoc on the ferry, you can stop at an island called Han Son Island and stay a night or 2 there. And that's definitely got the best seafood you'll have in Vietnam. So literally, if you want to see what Han Son Island looks like, that's HONSON, type in Han Son, Fat and Broke, or it's on one of my playlists, Fat and Broke. I think Phu Quoc's on a playlist. I think a lot of the places I've been talking about are on a playlist, so you can just look around and kind of find all the places. It's really hard to tell you which one to go to. I can tell you for certain, if I was a single guy, I'd probably go Nha Trang, Phu Quoc, Da Nang. It's probably always going to be Da Nang in the middle. Like it depends on family, and like if you're coming to see tourist attractions, like what you really want to do with that area. It's not just cut and dry. Like I said though, I'll stick to my guns. Phu Quoc's definitely going to be the most expensive out of the three. I'd say Da Nang's going to be the second most expensive, including Hoi An. And then I would say third is always going to be the cheapest, Nha Trang. And personally, I love Nha Trang the most, but that's just a personal choice. So, you know, everybody else is going to have a different opinion. So especially, let me know what your opinion is. If you've come to Vietnam a bunch and you've been to all three, which one do you love? Do you have a family? Do you have a wife? Do you have kids? Let me know in the comment section what you think of the video and what you think of to go to, because the more of us that add into this, it helps the people out that are going to be watching this video. You know, my channel's growing at a pretty good pace, so more and more people are watching. I'm definitely a go-to for people traveling to Vietnam, and I want that to be as diverse as it can be. I'm one guy with one opinion with my wife, so everyone else has opinions, so I'd love to hear it in the comment section. So you let me know what you think in the comment section. As ever, I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. And of course, if you want to go on a tour with me, sign up for the Patreon, send me a message on there, and I'll hook you up. It can go from G-rated all the way up until NC-17, no problem. Whatever you kind of want to do on the tour. I will be in another country from the end of this month until the middle of May. So I won't be able to do any tours pretty much from the 29th until around the 15th or 16th of May. So just so you know. I've got a few booked for this week, so if you are coming in this week and if you want to do one, sign up for the Patreon, send me a message, and we'll get her done, okay? As ever, guys, I thank you so much. Without you guys on the Patreon, I would be nothing. You know, it would be very hard to pay the bills. Thankfully, we've got so many people that have signed up. I think we're at 63. When I started the whole Patreon campaign 2 months ago, it was at 36. So I think we've done a really good job. So as ever, thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day. I hope this was helpful to some of you out there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that really greatly helps me. If you want to leave a comment, that also helps. And if you want to smash that like button, that would really be appreciated. So you guys have an awesome day out there. Thank you for watching. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.